Hey Rec on Beer viewers, morning. I got my juice, got my, what the hell is this? Strawberry, cherry, guarana, and flax seeds juice. Keeping it healthy, but it's in a beer glass, so healthy. All right, finally getting around to a brew day. Brewing a hoppy brown ale called Let the Chinookie Win, because I actually got these. I got this package of Chinook, and I ordered from a brew store, and they sent the wrong box. They sent somebody else's order, and this was in it. This bag of whole leaf Chinook with some nice little holes in it, so it's not totally vacuum sealed. So I want to use it up pretty quickly, and I'm gonna try and use the whole pack today. Maybe save a little bit for dry hopping, but I haven't used leaf hops since probably my first homebrew. So I don't know a lot about leaf hops, so I hope that the Grandfather can handle them, and I hope the flavor comes out. I hope they're not too badly oxidized from being from having their container punctured. But they were free, so and I'm pretty low on most other hops. I haven't done a hop order in a while, so Chinook it is. And I am also going to be using this. This is brown malt, English style brown malt, which I've never worked with before. But I figure I'm making a brown ale, brown malt. What could go wrong? I'm using my standard oatmeal brown American brown ale recipe, and I'm just cutting out the chocolate, or cutting out most of the chocolate, and replacing it with brown malt. So it's actually going to be a little lighter than my normal brown ale, which is one of the feedback. Some of the feedback I've gotten from people is that it's too dark anyway, so that's great. All right, water is heating, juice is being drunked. So healthy. And I'll come back when something more exciting is happening. Cheers. All right, got the grain in. It's about 6.5 kilos of grain. Mash is a little thicker than I usually like my mash to be, but this time I actually did the calculations for the water. So apparently this is what the Grandfather likes, and pretty much no dough balls. It's thick, but I'm not finding any dry grain down at the bottom. So getting ready to it's at perfect temperature, so getting ready to put on the recirc and get it going. So just a second, I'll do that. All right, I got the recirculating pump attachment on. You can see I can actually turn that down just a touch. You can see that it's recirculating the wort back over the grain bed, filtering back down through. We're set at the perfect temperature, so yeah, I'm gonna start the mash. I'm gonna start the mash timer. I'm missing a little piece that goes right there. There's like an overflow pipe thing, and I cannot for the life of me find it. I do not know what happened to it, or if I ever got it in the first place, but I know it's supposed to be there, so yeah, I will look for that, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal on this brew, because I don't think it's going to overflow. Although now that I say that, it's getting up a little higher. Anyway, yeah, so start the mash timer. See you in an hour or so. I got the mash done, the mash out is over. So killing the pump, and I gotta take it apart. Always scared that this is gonna spray burning liquid everywhere. my prep hand here. Here's a moment of truth. Ah, burning liquid! Wasn't very much. Tub. Lid that should come with some kind of handle because it's now like 75 degrees Celsius.
Thumb. Put the thumb in.
No talking from the camera woman. Alright. I gotta lift this sucker up. Alright. I'll edit it if I can't lift it myself. Yeah. Only mildly scary to do because it weighs a ton. And you can see now it's gonna drain back down into the actual boiler. So I've got got a minute or so before to set up my sparging rig. And then here, just gonna set the switch to boil. And then it should just go for broke now. I've got the normal element on. And it should just start ramping. Oh. Yeah, ramping up towards boil while it's doing this. And yeah, I'll be back with the sparge. All right, you can just see now I've got this little bowl here that's sitting on top of the overflow pipe, and that's going to be my sparge water distributor. You can see the plate starting to show, so that means that the liquid level is just above the grain bed now. So I'm just going to start adding in a little bit of water at a time. I've got all the sparge water heated up on my stove in just regular pots. It's just easier. I have an induction stovetop, so I can pretty much heat water really fast. So I can kind of do it I can adjust on the fly here. But yeah, that's basically gonna be my sparge routine here, is just keep it like 3 or 4 centimeters above the plate here. And got about supposed to do look, paint duck and a keg lid. I'm sure you've got that in your bathroom too. Yeah, so about 12 to 14 liters is going in here, depending on. I'm gonna eyeball it just a tad. But yeah, I'll get back to you when that's done. It's heating really fast. I might have to kill it here in a second just so it doesn't start boiling while I'm sparging. Alright, we're just about to hit the boil. The grain father makes this god-awful sound forever when it says there's a boil. Got this here because it gets pretty fucking scary. Yeah, don't be scary. Stop being scary. Come on, bro. Ah, shut up. I get it. It's boiling. Quit it. Quit it. Yeah, it's one thing about having, you know, I've had to get used to make, you know, batches of like 20-30 liter batches in an 80-liter kettle. Didn't really have to worry about boil over. Okay, come on. Quit it. Alright, looks like it's stabilizing a little bit. Just gonna break it up a little bit more. There we go. There's what I like to see. That is a rolling boil right there. Oh, look at that. Alright, I'm gonna put the hops in. This is, oh my, jeez. I really apologize about that sound. It's been going on for like 5 minutes. Eventually it does. Actually, you know what? Maybe if I just... Oh, god damn it. Alright, I guess I gotta press the power button to shut it off. Pro tip, press the power button to shut it up. Alright, putting in the first hop addition. This is 14 grams of Summit, and that is going to be the bittering charge. And... Looks like it's going to be okay. Alright, throwing on the timer. See you at the next hop drop. Alright, in case any of you were in doubt about how ghetto this operation is here, I fixed the not being able to connect to my water supply by using lots of different hose pieces. So, this is going to be a tough shot to get. So, the handheld shower, that goes to this big, like 3/4 inch hose, which goes to this 1/2 inch, which goes to whatever the hell this blue hose is for the counterflow chiller. And yeah, that's the way that I'm going to get my cold water going through. You know, I guess necessity is the mother of all invention, and when you're homebrewing, you gotta just hack shit together. So that is how stop dripping. That is how I am gonna do it today, so that I can actually cool without having to use the built-ins on that. So we'll see how it works. 5-minute hop drop. Oh, burned myself a little bit. Ah. Oh. All right, so woo, a little steamy. We got excuse me, we got a ooh, a little steamy there. We got 20 grams of Chinook leaf hops and 20 grams of Simcoe pellets going in at 5 minutes. Alright everybody, boil is done. You can see I've got it at 98 is what we're sitting at. I'm just gonna start the pump here through the recirc chiller. Hopefully, maybe opening the valve would be helpful. Ooh. Alright. This beer returning. We're sterilizing. We've got almost boiling wort going through the chiller here, and it's sterilizing the whole thing. And hopefully it's going to drop this temperature down below 90 so I can do my hop stand. I am going to turn on the chiller here for just a second, just to bring this. I'm going to let this go for a few minutes just to make sure that it's sterilized through there. And then, yeah, once it's sterilized, and once we hit, you know, 85-ish on here, I'm going to dump in the last hops, do my 30-minute hop stand. And yeah, then I'm gonna fire this up. We're gonna drop it into the Chronicle here, and then we're gonna be done for the day. All right. All right, so So this is how I'm sterilizing the, I've got the spray ball inside and I'm running it through my sip machine, which I haven't, it works a little bit better with the bucket, but still haven't worked out all the kinks, but it's pretty nice to just blow Star San through this. I only have to use about like less than 10 liters to sterilize the whole thing. I'll just let this run like for 5 minutes, run through. All the pieces are in the bottom of the bucket. Then I'll just assemble it and it should be fully sterilized.
Yeah.
I need to make these go in there without messing about with this too much.
If you...
Hang on.
Okay.
I think... Well, that was interesting.
Got it?
Yep. Wham! Did it. And I'm not dead. That's not what I was expecting at all. So if you're hop standing with the Grainfather, I can recommend that you get some asbestos on your skin, because this shit is all real hot. Like, all this business here is super hot. I need to figure out some way to not have this just sitting on top of the lid. But yeah, it's in there. It worked. Fuck it. Alright, fellas. I guess we're going with fellas now. Yeah, fellas. Brewday post-mortem. Brewday is done. Beer is in the fermenter. There. Counterflow chiller was a bit of a pain in the ass. That was probably the biggest pain this time around. Just because that ghetto connector thing that I made, that I showed you earlier, it didn't hold together very well. So that as the pressure built up, it kind of kept blowing out. And eventually I had to just stand in the shower getting soaked, holding the two ends together just to keep the counterflow going. It cooled the wort down to about 23.5 degrees, which is within the tolerance. I'm fermenting this with USO5, so I just pitched it. That's at the high point of the tolerance, but I think that I adjusted the flow of the wort at the end there, so I think that the wort that's gone on top above the temperature probe is probably a bit cooler, closer to 19, 20. And yeah, I've put it out into one of the main rooms, which is a lot cooler, and it's not going to ferment in the bathroom this time, so I think the temperature should stay rather stable around 20 degrees out here, because we've turned the radiators off because the weather's gotten pretty nice. Anyway, cheers, by the way. All in all, the brew day was a lot easier than last time. I got the mill dialed in, so the malt was actually milled properly, and I've got the numbers for strike and sparge. Those I actually used the right ones this time, so that helped a lot. Amazingly, that helped a lot. And yeah, I mean, basically from mash to boil, the Grainfather is just perfect, and it would be perfect again if I had the stupid counterflow chiller, if I had the connector if I had the proper connector for it, instead of having to jerry rig all that crap together. But yeah, couple of decent sized hose clamps. I think I can fix that together, and as long as it wasn't too bad this time, wasn't nearly as bad as the last time where I couldn't use the counterflow chiller at all. So all in all, much better. And you know what they say, third time's the charm. So yeah, I'll let you know when this thing gets bubbling along, and well, I'm already looking forward to the next brew day, so I'll see you before that, I'm sure. But cheers, guys. Remember to tell me what a dork I am.